Here we go, baby. Here we are, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'll know we have Saga Brewing with us. I keep wanting to say Saga. I don't know why. They're probably video game guys themselves, but it's Saga Brewing. We'll get to the reason behind that name shortly. But first, we have a couple of announcements. And basically, this is the first of the live streams that are leading up to our event on the 19th of February to celebrate the culture, which is black-owned breweries through the DMV. So we have Chris from Saga. They'll be there. We have Saga. Can't even say it. Tuxed, who's on next week. Urban Garden, who's on the 1st of February. I'm going to screw this up. I know I am. On the 8th, we have Urban Garden, Liquid Intrusions. And then on the 15th, we have Black Viking. And then on the 19th is the actual event in store where you can meet all these people and talk to them and sample some beers and see what's up. So that's on the 19th of February, 2 to 5. And it's called Celebrate the Culture. Black-owned breweries in the DMV. So we hope everybody can join us for all the live streams, and then we really want you guys to come in and hear these people's stories and talk to them and support what they're doing. So anyway, without much further ado, that's the big announcement. So that'll be pretty much every week we have somebody coming on related to that particular event. So without much further ado, we are going to bring up the guys from Saga. I'm going to say it right eventually. So here's Chris. There's Chris. There's Mike. And there's Nick, the podcaster. Anyway, once you guys go, we'll start with Chris and go around. We'll go Chris, Mike, Nick, and tell us what's up with what do you do at the brewery besides own it. Let's put it that way.
So I'm Chris. Currently we're just working, doing, contracting and everything. So I work for Oliver Brewing Company. So, kind of work hand in hand with me already working there to where it's like I could, contract brew there, do our own thing. And so I'm right now I'm kind of just the hands-on right now, actually able to work on the beer. But I do that and kind of handle a lot of the.
So you're physically at Oliver.
Yes, sir.
So you can. So whose recipes are they?
They're mine.
They're Mike's recipes. Yeah. But I was going to ask about this anyway because I'm curious about this. A lot of times with places that contract brew, how much actual involvement does the brewery that's being contract brew for have besides the recipe? Like, are you there? Do you get to sample it? Do you get to say, well, let's tweak this, let's tweak that? Bounce ideas off each other? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's ours is a little different than like the normal contract because we have Chris working there. So our hands are on the beer the whole time. Like I went up on the last 2 brew days for Pipe Dream and Follow the Giant. And I'm going out tomorrow when we're brewing A Realm to Rule, our new Imperial Stout. They'll be coming out next month. So, like Chris works there physically. So like when we're up on the schedule, he just takes the brews. So he's doing the brewing. I go in, I kind of help him, just like more there to like consult because I don't work at Oliver's. I can't really touch the equipment.
Right.
But yeah, I also pop up there during the cellar process to just monitor fermentation, just kind of direct how it's going. So we have a hand in it the whole time, and Chris is like literally our set of hands in the brewery at Oliver's, so he's doing all the physical work.
So that's cool because a lot of places don't have that option. Like if you're contract brewing places, you don't necessarily have that option. So that works out good. And what's Nick's role?
Well, right now I'm kind of just filling in the gaps, I whether that's on the business or finance side of the fence, or maybe I'm just coming up with cool ideas. I'm really just trying to be a part of it right now. Moving forward, though, I'm hoping to be more involved in the sales and distribution kind of thing. So right now we're in a unique situation because of the contract brew thing. And thanks to Oliver for that. They've been great partners so far. But yeah, moving forward, I'm not really, those guys are Chris and Mike. They're the brewing experts, so to speak. I don't bring much experience.
You're the behind the scenes guy.
Yeah, let's call it that. That sounds nice.
Yeah, that sounds good. You're the logistics guy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm the mind.
You're the man behind the wall. That's what you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all my plan, all of it.
It's coming together spectacularly.
Exactly.
So how do you guys know each other?
We all served in the Air Force together, so we met.
Okay.
Yeah. Through just serving in the military.
Are you all originally Maryland guys?
No, we all kind of we all just kind of got sent out here to Fort Meade and all got out kind of on our own times, but we all met local people, got married and stayed. So
nice. So now you're basically Marylanders because you have what could be like, I mean, it's early in the year, but so far you guys are getting rave reviews for these beers. Yeah. So we have follow the jump. We're going to talk about the name, but we're going to show people the beers in case they haven't seen them. This is a Tiramisu Milk Stout, and this is Pipe Dreams, which is the hazy IPA. So, Mike, you worked at Black Flag, correct?
Yeah. I also used to work at Oliver's too before I went to Black Flag.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I got there in I want to say like mid 2017. And we left. It would have been a year in this last December to start the Saga thing. So I was there for like 3.5, 4 years, somewhere in that timeline. All
right. So you have pretty extensive background, particularly in hazies, I would say.
Yeah.
Because pretty much Black Flag has been known for hazies since the get-go.
Yeah, that's the vast majority of what we pumped out of there.
Yeah. Do you like brewing hazies?
Honestly, like the brewing side of everything looks pretty much similar. It's when you get to the cellar, things are a little different.
Right.
So brewing is pretty across the board, unless you're doing something crazy like a step mash or something. For the most part, doesn't like the process of actually brewing the beer is pretty similar.
Right. Is what's everybody's favorite style? We'll start with Chris.
I just like
beer,
like a nice Czech Pilsner. Yeah, I'm a beer guy.
You're
I'm a crispy boy kind of guy.
There you go. See, you've been in it long enough to know that that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Not an ESB guy. I'm actually going to pour some because I have not had this beer. So this is it Saga or
Saga?
Saga. All right, I'll get it right sooner or later. So this is Pipe Dream. So this is the first, basically your first release. This and the Tiramisu.
Yep.
So, explain the labels. This might be a Nick thing. I feel like Nick being the brains behind it, he probably did all the doodling.
No, I didn't. That was also Mike. You're gonna the longer you talk to us, the more you're gonna find out that Mike's the workhorse. But that's a trade secret. So
we don't want to tell anybody that. Then.
No, that stays here. No, but yeah, I guess we can kind of talk about. I don't know if we want to call it our branding scheme or what, but really, the idea behind Saga is that. Our series of beers or the styles of beers that we will come out with will all belong to a specific kind of saga.
Okay.
The sagas allow us to tell, they allow us to tell different stories from a branding perspective, but also allow us to group our types of beers together. So in the case of Pipe Dream there, you'll notice on the label, it says the Sketchbook Saga. And so when you see us in the store, and you see something from the Sketchbook Saga and you'll have the similar label with all the kind of the doodles and stuff on it, you'll know that that's going to be one of our hazy IPAs. So the Sketchbook Saga really allows us to kind of have fun and brainstorm our kind of our future ideas while also, sticking to a hazy IPA style.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah.
You can, as it goes, you can actually have people submit doodles to have on the labels.
So that's
you can do a big contest thing. I'm giving you marketing ideas, Nick.
We've already got it going, actually. So people are, they can submit doodles to us at any point in time when we'll throw them on the next.
There you go. How do they submit them to you?
You just go
I thought
ahead
that was
and
such a
email
good
it.
idea.
Instagram?
Yeah,
Email,
email's the best way.
Instagram, Facebook, any of the social medias. So we actually have 2 community submitted doodles that'll be coming out on the second sketchbook called Absent Mind. That'll be out next month.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Do the people get credit on the label?
Not on the label, but we're gonna credit them on social media.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
See, I thought that was a really good idea.
It was.
It was a great idea.
You guys beat me to it. I'm impressed.
No. You see, what happens is people give us ideas, and then I say, "Yeah, we already did that." You see, and then so that way I never have to give anybody credit.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so Mike, your favorite style of beer?
Honestly, I like the heavy hitters, like a good like Russian Imperial Stout, a real strong barley wine, anything barrel aged. I don't like to I can appreciate the lower ABV ones, but if I just want to drink, I'm going for a heavy boy.
Really? That's interesting. And you guys have barley wines in the future. Would you do those at Oliver's or when you set up your own spot? Which we're going to get to because there's some question whether your own spot is going to be.
Yeah, so right now we're kind of limited, obviously, what we can brew going through another brewery. Our goal right now is to put out 2 a month. So we're kind of limited in what we can put out. So we're kind of sticking to the more popular styles at this point of the venture. Once we get up and running, we plan to have multiple taps, just a whole nice variety up on the board for. But that's later on down the line.
Yeah, I was going to ask you guys about that. How does that work when you're contract brewing, right? So you guys are brand new. So how many cases do you brew for say for the hazies? When you set up, how big a tank is that? Because how do you determine what you're going to send to market as far as you don't really have a tap room to sell it out of, so everything basically has to go to market. And so how do you make that determination?
Well, the first ones we did, Oliver's has a 20 barrel system. So we just went for a single brew of each. So we had 20 barrels of each that we put out. Going forward, probably going to stick to around 20, maybe up it, maybe do some 40s of the hazies. The pipe dreams seem to move extremely quickly. So
right.
I feel like we could definitely put out more of that, but something like the stouts and whatnot, we're only looking to do a single brew on Oliver's system. So one turn on that 20 barrels ends up being, I don't know, 10 to 20 sixtels in that range, and anywhere from 140 to 170 cases about, depending on your yields.
Okay. All right. So then, that makes sense. You would definitely put out more of the popular styles, just because obviously they'd be more demand. The word got out pretty quick with you guys too. I feel did it take you by surprise? All of a sudden it kind of blew up.
It's kind of blown up.
I feel if you go to the pages and things like that, you see a lot of talk about you guys.
It's a little difficult, at least from my perspective, to constantly see every single thing. So it's try to stick to it, make the best thing. Hopefully it's received well. It's I look at the number, one case gone. It's if I count it like that,
right?
Then that's what I need to see rather than I want to know people's opinions. And so I'll, we try to use social media, be out and try to tell as many people, try to get as many people to share the product with as many people as possible. Right. We want it to, we want people to really enjoy this thing. Right. But it's I hope it's being received very well.
Yeah. Do you guys read your untaps?
Sometimes. I learned
and how they been.
I learned pretty early on at Black Flag when I started putting out my own beer ignore most of the comments on there. So you just kind of have to look at the aggregate of the ratings to kind of get a pulse on how.
Well, yeah, because you're going to get the guy that's like, I don't like hazies. I drink whatever.
Yeah, you'll get like,
or whatever.
You'll get like 10, 4.5, 5-star in a row, and then one person gives you a 3, and you're like, man, what happened? But,
now I'm upset. Now you've ruined my day.
All that stuff, so.
Yeah, I don't think you can take it like. Mm-hmm. You're right. I mean, it's best to look at it as an aggregate and get an idea what people are thinking. But if you take it personal, that's going to be rough because, like, you know how the internet works. That's not it's not going to be pretty. Yeah. Lucas from Homemade is all about the barley wine, and actually, his internet must be working because he hit me up earlier and he was like, "I really want to watch this, but I don't think my internet." In East Overshoe where he lives because he lives out west is going to work too good. But welcome, Lucas. I'm glad you got to join us. We're gonna have him on soon, just because we like to have everybody in Maryland on. We should actually go live, and anybody got their phone with them with an Untapped, and we'll go over a couple Untapped things. I can do it, but I'm the host.
Sure.
I think as the marketing guy, Nick should do it.
I do have my phone here. I've got it right here.
So we talked about how you came up with the style. How did you come up with the milk stout style though? Like that's tiramisu. Like normally people are straight up milk stouts, so the tiramisu thing is a nice twist.
Yeah, we kind of wanted to do a dessert stout, but we didn't want to just like jump into the market with like a 10%er. So we want something a little like lighter, like sessionable, so to speak, if that is a thing for milk stouts. But we wanted some thrills to it because just a plain milk stout on its own, if brewed properly, it can be really good. But but I feel like I feel like a lot of times they need to have flavor. Like need to be flavored. I mean, this is American craft beer. Like you got to do the dessert stout. So it's what the people want, and we wanted to kind of get that lower ABV one out first, and then the one we're brewing we brew tomorrow is going to be around a 10%er.
Ooh, nice.
So
are you going to hold some of that for barrels?
Yeah.
Do you have any barrels at Oliver?
Yeah, I'm actually picking up 5 tomorrow.
Nice. What barrels?
We're just getting some Sagamore rye barrels, some local stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I have if you're interested, I think I have the hell do I have? I have an Eagle Rare.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, we have an Eagle Rare if you guys are interested. I have a Buffalo Trace that we sent to Monument for a beer. Mm-hmm. Which I'm not sure when that beer comes out, but I also have an Eagle Rare that doesn't have a home. So if you're in the neighborhood of Linthicum and you want to pick it up, just hit me up.
Okay.
And it's yours. So we're building on one side of the store. We're expanding, so it's probably just as well to get it out of the construction people's way anyway. So you might as well have it, right? Somebody got to use it. might as well be you guys. So
it's true.
What you find, Nick?
So do you want me to just start reading them off?
Pick out the best one and the funniest one.
Okay. Well, one that I came across right away was Rich B. He gave Pipe Dream a 4.25, and he said, "Very impressed. Never heard of Saga Brewing, but we'll keep looking for more." Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
The reason why I think this one's funniest though is because he put on here that he was drinking it at Rich's Crack House, which I think might be his house. I think he might be saying it's his house. So I like that just right away.
That's a good one.
Yeah. What else? What else do we have? I mean, there are some.
How many reviews? Ooh, this is really good, by the way.
Thank you.
This milk stout is killer.
194 reviews total.
Nice. What's the aggregate?
4.16.
Congratulations. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's a great start.
It's not bad.
It's been a nice reception thus far.
Where are you guys thinking of putting this brick and mortar? Are you guys actually going to put a tap room somewhere?
Chris, you want to take that one?
Yeah. Hopefully the plan is in Elkridge. We had been kind of hopping around a couple places. We had for a good amount of time, we're thinking that we were going to end up in up in like White Marsh, Middle River area.
Okay.
We had like, try to really get a location out there. Didn't end up working out. The whole searching for everything. Found a nice spot in Elkridge now. It's perfect for what we need right now. And it's
does it have room to grow?
Exactly. So like the biggest thing is that there's potential to grow there. So we're really just trying to, try turn this like whole, making beers, couple beers a month into us actually having our own place where we're making beers ourselves and, working.
That's cool.
Paying ourselves pretty much.
That's cool because my Chesapeake rep will be very happy because he was like, you have to ask him where their brick and mortar is because now I heard it was going to be in Elkridge or Middle River, and he said, but he lives in Elkridge, so he's like, so you have at least one customer to sit at your bar now. His name's John Ward. He's got a beard. He'll be sitting at your bar pretty much every night. He'll probably have his kids, so you're gonna have kids in the tap room. But
okay, he'll keep the lights on.
He'll be old enough then. You're probably at least a year, maybe. Probably, what do you figure? Maybe a yearish out, maybe a little longer. It's hard to say.
At least a year at this point.
Yeah.
We got
Definitely.
some time.
That's awesome. So congratulations on all that. This is pretty exciting. Like, what's it like starting a brewery? Like, how long have you had this idea to do this, and how much did the pandemic sort of put a monkey wrench in it?
So we had this idea for probably like a number of years. We really got real serious about it. Pretty much like right before the pandemic hit. It's really started to sit down and do a lot of like the research, putting the time for like making a business plan, working with the SBA. We're all veterans, so like we have some other resources that we can kind of lean on. So we did all like the kind of the legwork, and then it got to a point where like, let's do this. But unfortunately, by then the pandemic had hit,
right?
And here we are, a year and a month or two into it, and we still don't have a place. But we have some beer in the market, and that's our goal. Ultimate goal was by the end of 2021 to put beer in the market, and that
basically happened.
It wasn't the way we originally had planned, but like that was our goal, and we made the goal. So
yeah, we had to be really flexible. The pandemic was a strange time, with what it was doing to construction costs and materials and like in location availability, and talking, just doing business with owners of these locations, and so we had to be super flexible and kind of keep changing and adapting our plan. We knew we were going to get beer out, and we knew the beer was going to be good. We just had to get there. And so we landed, contracting with Oliver.
Yeah, that's a good spot. I mean, that's a good spot to contract, and it works out that Chris is there too. So how many people contract there? Quite a few, right? At this point?
There's a few. I'm not sure the exact amount, but there's definitely a few there.
Joyhound's there. I don't even know all this.
Joyhound's there. We do Raven there. I can't think of. I really can't think of off the top of my head.
You guys do a couple coffee companies.
Yeah, we do a lot of cold brew coffee, nitro cold brews. So
for ceremony, right?
Yes, like those turn around pretty quickly. So, tank space is, hey, coffee in, water in, can it, gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. I mean, I think this is pretty. I think it's pretty cool, and I feel like you're making an early mark. When's your next big of like out in public event?
I mean, that's a good question. Like, I know that we've talked about with other, like with liquor stores, like, oh, hey, maybe like I feel like we should probably do one again, right? It's the best way for us to act, since we don't have our own tap room or
Right.
anything. We don't have a physical location to actually draw people into us. It's like, well, hey, we can help draw business into a different liquor store. Try to like hop around. If we do it like that, or it's like, hey, we want to be a part of the community along with everyone else. We want to be able to like show face. And it was a lot of fun. We did 4 different events between Baltimore, Gaithersburg.
You did Gillies, right? You did Perfect Pour last weekend.
Yeah, we did
Was it last
Perfect
weekend?
Pour. We did Gillies as well. So I mean, trying to hop around. And
I mean, that's what you got to do. That part of it's a lot of work, and it's like you 3 guys. It's not like it's tough to like.
Yeah. It's really a blast though, like getting to get out there and meet everybody and show them our beer and see everybody taste it. It's a lot of fun. So I think it's definitely a lot of work and it takes time, but as long as places are willing to have us and willing to let us throw events there, I mean, I'll be there, and I know Chris will definitely be there as well. So
Yeah, I mean, I think this event that we're doing on the 19th, actually, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I don't know this. I don't know the answer to this, and you probably don't either. Are you one of the only 100% vet-owned breweries in Maryland?
I have no clue.
yeah, I don't know the answer.
I guess Pickett's is. Pickett, both people at Pickett's, Kate, is they're vet-owned.
So I think I'm pretty sure at least one person at Ten Eyck.
Yeah, Nikki is. Yeah, Nikki is.
I don't know if there was multiple of them or not though.
Yeah, that's interesting. I never looked at that angle of it. I know, like I say, Kate is definitely at Pickett, and they're actually getting ready to open here, I think, pretty shortly. I just had them on a little while ago. See, Kate's right here. So see, they're not 100%, but Jason is a vet. So all right. So you guys are 100%, and I think everybody else has a person is vet owned, but not 100% vet owned, which 6 of one, half a dozen the other there, I think. But so thank you guys for your service. Actually, while we're on that subject. So the thing we're doing on the 19th, you guys obviously are invited. I think that's going to be a pretty interesting event. But, right after that, we do a lot of different things. Like I do a lot of different events, and I'll hit you guys up for the future. We do our big beer and donut festival at the end of the year in October. So you guys will be invited to that. We got a lot of stuff, so you guys are always going to be welcome to come and show your wares at the store, for sure.
Cool. Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'd love to be there.
Yeah. So anyway, you got any other comments to tell the folks? Come out and see us, drink our beer, please.
please drink our beer. Tell your friend. Look out for our next 2 beers.
When are those due for release?
Probably end of February, I believe. Probably looking around that, maybe early March.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be like the first week of March, probably.
So it's going to be another hazy in this series.
Yep. So we're doing the second sketchbook, Absent Mind. That's going to be Matueka and Cryocitra.
Okay.
And then similar ABV. I think we wrote it a little different, but probably around the 7% mark. And then tomorrow, actually, we're brewing the Imperial Stout, the second in the Nordic Saga, A Realm to Rule, and that's going to be an Imperial Mochaccino Stout.
Oh, really? Yeah, Lucas is happy. Lucas is happy. You're not using. So you have a definite Viking vibe going here. Why is that? Besides, besides Mike's hair.
I mean, originally when we were kind of coming up with ideas for what to name our company, so this was a while back. Mike and I were kind of really pushing for the Viking thing. We talked about it some more. I was like, well, maybe we don't really want to like pigeonhole ourselves into like one kind of theme.
Right.
And so we ended up choosing Saga as a name because we felt like it allows us to tell whatever kind of story we want, whether that's Viking or pirate or cartoons or future stuff, whatever it is, we can tell it with a name like Saga. When it came to our first few beers, it just kind of felt natural to go with the Nordic Saga as one of those series of beers. And so then the naming convention therein with that saga are all kind of related to or refer to a different part of Norse mythology. So they're kind of references.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not using Quebec yeast. Yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Style dependent.
That'll be a whole different saga. A whole different series, right?
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be cool. Now I'm really excited for that. I like. Have you worked with that yeast a lot, Mike?
Quick. Yeah, a few times at Black Flag. I think we put out a handful of stouts. We did some hazies with it. We did it more on our pilot system, and I kind of let my assistant brewer like run that. But on the big system, I know was it Stroopwafel? I think was
Stroopwafel.
We did.
There was the one that we did like early in the pandemic.
Oh, yeah, Chris.
Drawing on there.
We didn't go through like Chris's like background. He started with me at Black Flag before he was at Oliver. So he brought him on as an assistant, and he was there for what, year and a half, 2 years?
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun getting to work with like one of your closest friends, right? And then it's like, all right, hey, let's go do this together. Let's go make some beer together. Nick, let's all join in. Let's go make some beer together. And like,
it's way different now working together than it was working in the military together.
Yeah,
for sure.
Different scene.
Yeah. It's probably a little bit more chill, for sure.
Oh yeah. We're making and drinking beer. So
we've got a Spanish pirate over there. I don't know what Nick is, and then I got long dreads. So hey,
Nick's probably the Irish pirate because he's the ginger pirate.
Yeah, he looks like that.
He looks like he's a little bit of red hairs going on there. So he's the ginger pirate. You can do a red IPA and call it the ginger pirate.
I'll take it.
The Ginger Pirate Saga. You can do like a red IPA. You can do a red whatever.
And they're all just like pictures of my face on there, like reaction photos of my face.
Well, I don't know about that. I think you probably want to sell beer, but
I think you'd buy it. I'm pretty sure you'd buy it.
That's rough. Nick is literally the face of our company right now. So
there you go. That's excellent. So you can do all the drawings and stuff. That would be cool. All right. So I've given you another good idea that you can steal.
No, that was our idea. I'm pretty sure we're already working on it.
There you go. All right, guys. I'm going to let you guys go because we've been chatting it up, but I appreciate you coming on. And we'll see you guys soon. We'll see you on the 19th. Right. And by that time, you might even have those next two beers out, right? They'll be close.
Either coming out that week or near the following week. So
yeah.
All right, we'll see. We'll try to push it up, and I'll see if they have more. Because I'm actually, this is interesting to me. This is sold. I can't remember how much I bought, but I'm down to only a few 4-packs of this, of the milk stout. So that's sold surprisingly. I thought the hazy would sell a little bit better just because it's a hazy, but we've done really well with the milk stout. So people watching, they need to come pick that up quick because it's not going to last that much. It probably won't last this weekend. So with a little bit of cool weather and stuff. So if you guys are watching and you want to pick up some of the Saga beer, that's the one to grab. And then I'll see next week what's left at the distributor and pick up some more to make sure we're covered for the event on the 19th.
Mhm.
So
All
cool.
right.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Really appreciate it.
Mike, your dog didn't make an appearance when we were live. It's kind of sad.
All right. I think he's
Shy.
asleep around the corner. He doesn't. I'd call him, but he doesn't listen to me. So
Which one is it?
I feel that. All right, guys. I appreciate you coming on. Kate says congrats.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, and I hope to see more stuff from you guys soon. And we'll all get together soon and have a beer somewhere at your next
Sounds
big
good.
event.
Definitely.
Great.
If it's before mine. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.
Yeah, you're
everyone.
going.
All right. That was fun. So anyway, we do have a little bit of the Saga stuff left in the store. Come on by and pick some up. We'll get some more. They're going to be at our event on the 19th of February with the rest of the folks that I talked about previous. And remember, next week, we are going to be chatting with the folks at Patuxent Brewing as part of the lead up for our big February 19th event. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next week about this time.